sometimes you need a friend. Not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Walton. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Toss here to the wide side of the field. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Walton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Walton escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Walton eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Get his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down he'll go at the 25.
To number 6.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 20.
They go play action now. Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. That one into the hands of Hamilton. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson out to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Walton flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pass intended for his wideout. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going deep for Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Well, it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Raiders 3.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And some space here. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carried by number 2. He's tackled at the 30.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure flush. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Collins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
6. First down, Denver.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Here's Collins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Field, a breakaway, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Broncos 15. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. fights him off. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
6-yard pickup. Brings up
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Walton. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 30. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 58 yards.
1st and 10 at the 60.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Forced out to his left. Hill hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
From the gun, Walton, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's complete to Hamilton. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. third down. Jackson flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mecole Hardman as time expires in the first half. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And now how about this? They'll go for 2 and try to get to the locker room with a tie ball game. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They run with Collins. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Broncos 30, Raiders 23.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. fielded in the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Complete to Nicole.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Back at the 20-yard line.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Flushed out right. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure.
Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass.
And everyone's nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tack McKinley made his his way into the backfield. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson buying time to his left. And this is caught at the end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Walton, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now. It's Collins, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now it's Jackson. That's caught at the 1. And making 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
23.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's second down. To throw again. Walton. Escaping the pressure right. Third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Walton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 44 yards.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos.
To throw on second down. Walton forced out to, and for the first time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Quick strikeout line by Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Open man here is Hamilton. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Broncos first down.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rolling to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson, rolling to his right. And he's going to go down, back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, They're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.